two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one is fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
From the 22, Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On the return, Carter. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Draw play, it's Eckler. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. George Karlaftis in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yard. Offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
First down pickup by Mecole Hardman, and this season is really his big chance to emerge and break out. Last 3 years, he's been second fiddle among KC's track star receivers, but with Tyreek Hill gone now, this is Mecole Hardman's opportunity to take on a bigger role in the offense.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6. The run got 4, now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action, now it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to leave it with Edwards-Helaire on the draw. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coaching the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark, his 2nd sack of the night. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they said this guy does not lie, and that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Throws right side, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 29, Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here comes Carter. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
Herbert off of play action. Going deep here for Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the 50, here's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
Room here to run. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Play action. It's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here.
This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down, McKinnon.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust him.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Sebastian Joseph Day able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a run.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Butker on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Chargers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now a give. This is McKinnon. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Harrison Butler for the Chiefs field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. And they take a knee. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. It was their defensive